Hey traders, I want to go over my 3 trades I took today for a total P&L of $416. So I took 3 trades. One was a loser. One was sort of break even. I fat fingered it. I went long when I meant to go short, closed out right away. And the next one was a winner. And I want to show you my trade setup. I'm trading ICT Smart Money Concepts, and been learning from ICT since last year in the fall. And I want to show you kind of the criteria I use for trading. So for today's trades, what I was primarily focused on was, since Monday, we've had nothing but a trending market. And on Thursday, we had this huge imbalance caused by news. Imbalances are great targets. Using ICT teaches about that, especially after we have a level of liquidity that gets swept. So if we go in the 15-minute, prior to the 9:30 open, we had Thursday's high swept and immediately retraced down. Now, I got to the charts a lot later in the day, at around just before 11 a.m. Eastern, and I wasn't able to take advantage of any of this. So if I go back to the 1 minute, we can kind of see liquidity swept here, a breakdown of price, and then this would have been a great, right here would have been a great silver bullet setup because we swept liquidity with a bearish bias, and there was a fair value gap. So this would have been an amazing trade to hold on to pretty much till now, to the close where my terminus was here. But I missed that because of traveling. So when I got to the charts, I'll show you my trades, and I'll also show you my trade journal. So I created a trade journal using Airtable, and I can share it with you guys if you're interested. I'll leave a link in the description. You can check it out. I'll go over some of the details about how I use it here, and I'll share with you the trades. So it's got a really cool dashboard. I call it one-time trading journal because there's just a one-time fee and you get lifetime access. You can have as many accounts. You can use, you can track any instrument, crypto, forex, futures, stocks, anything you want. It's all customizable, and it's got a really nice layout. So if I go to my trade log, I can see that I had 3 trades today: a loss, and a win, and we can dig right into those. So here I set the time, all the criteria. It tracks the risk to reward. I put some notes in here about what I was feeling and the reason I took the trade, so I can review it. It's really powerful to review your trades to get better as a trader. And actually, I like manually inputting them because if you use an automated software, it just makes it too easy to take too many trades per day. Manual entry has you slow down, put in the trades manually, and you're less likely to take too many trades because you have to input them. So 1 to 2 trades a day is kind of my maximum, maybe 3 if I'm on a winning streak. So this was the setup. This is called an ICT, like a unicorn setup, where we have a breaker, in this case a bearish breaker, followed by a fair value gap. So there's a fair value gap here that I thought it rejected, and another one formed when I got to the charts. So that was where I felt comfortable shorting with a stop over these highs. I know the actual stop I wanted to use was way up here, but I didn't think price was going to retrace up there, and the stop was just too far away. So I didn't want to miss this trade. I knew the draw on liquidity was the imbalance below. So I took it knowing that I could get stopped out. And I knew that if I did get stopped out, I wouldn't wait for another fair value gap. I would keep my risk really tight, wait for a swing high to form. And once that swing high formed, I put my stop over the highs. What I should have done is I noticed that the same thing happened in the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ, of course, is way more volatile. And that one just plummeted right after that swing high was placed in. So my same liquidity target would have offered up about double the amount of P&L. But that's okay. I also could have took more size, and I'll show you that trade here, the winning one, and what that risk to reward looked like. So if I go back, we don't have to cover the fat fingered one. That's just, my mistake. But I did 13.5 points total on the NQ. Price came down into midnight close, and I thought it could be a sign of reversal. That's also, midnight New York price was the midnight open level. It's also around, I think, where previous day close was. So again, a swing high formed after I got stopped out here. And I took a short immediately after that. Got a pretty good fill on this, retraced a little bit. So 1.75 points or 7 ticks. And price delivered for over 13 points. That was like a 7R trade. Should have took a lot more size, being that the stop was tight, but I was already down one trade, and I didn't want to put too much risk on the table. So I was really happy with that, recouping my losses. So in the journal, I'll show you more about the journal. You can add setup tags. Here I got the unicorn setup. You can put down mistakes. So like on my loss here, I put down that I fat fingered it. There was no real setup. And for this one, I was kind of an impatient entry. I didn't want to miss the move. So I want to track that stuff so that later I can see, my tags. When I go to edit tags, I can see that, okay, A+ setups delivered this much P&L, this many wins, this many losses. Fat fingers did this, impatient entries did that. And then I'll have more and more notes that I can tag and watch how they contribute to my P&L, my wins and losses. You can have an infinite number of accounts. So I have one funded account right now. I'm going to try out for another next week. Apex might be having like a Father's Day sale. They usually do around holidays. So waiting for that to show. So this has got a really cool calendar view. So I can see today on the 16th, I took these trades. It's got a cool gallery view where you can open up this and show the detail, even edit stuff. So if you want to check it out, link is in the description. When you go to the website, you can see I go more in depth on the charting software here. And then if you want to save 80%, there's a limited time code that I'll be taking down shortly, but it's 80% off during this launch. When you check out, you can use the promo code SAVE80, apply that, and you'll get it for under $60. Along with that, there's going to come a help area where I'm going to have videos on how to use the journal, so you're not questioning about how to do that, and also like a mini masterclass on how to find your edge via journaling. And a lot of these concepts about finding edge and also risk management is going to be based on ICT concepts himself. I think he's very underrated. Besides his content and concepts, the way he handles risk management and finding edge through journaling is something I think a lot of people gloss over, and he's one of the best at that too. So I think besides strategies, you need to have journaling in your trading, and also how to identify psychology and other aspects of your trading through journaling to get better. So with all that, thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I'm going to go over all my ICT concept journey and using these funded accounts. This is an actual funded account where I'm showing the balance. I have a little bit higher of a balance, but I didn't journal those trades. So I'm starting from today to start journaling them in the software. And if you feel like grabbing it, the link's in the description. One-time trading journal, one-time fee, you get it for life. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.